I have to complete this personal survey form. Height, 5'8". Eyes, hazel, green, brown, blue. Blue. Hair, black, blonde, brown, red. Brown. Body type, slender, average, physically toned, Olympic. Toned. Smoke, no way. Drink, spirits, beer, wine made from water. Wine made from water. Faith, free thinker, Jewish, Hindu, Christian Catholic, Christian Protestant, Christian other. Muslim, Buddhist, Sikh. And you shall find? No, that's a different kind of Sikh. Spiritual, but not religious. Okay, thank you, Ron. I just had to get that completed. It's a little behind on that. If you've ever completed a survey form or a census or maybe even an internet dating site form, you may have seen spiritual but not religious as a choice. See, I'm naturally drawn to articles and studies on personal belief systems and personal values. I have since the time I was a young boy. And this answer, this kind of answer, spiritual but not religious, I see on the increase year after year. And I believe it's because more and more of us want to do two things simultaneously. We want to affirm our belief in a higher power. And at the same time, we want to gently let people know that we are not attached to worldly doctrine, to worldly forms, to worldly appearance. That our personal freedom is not limited and constrained. And so we say spiritual, but not religious. This month, we've been engaged on a process of just this, not attachment, not being attached to the world of form and the world of appearance. It is a path of spiritual healing. It is the path to spiritual healing, the path of non-attachment. And the ultimate fruit of spiritual healing is peace. It is the peace that surpasses all understanding, the peace that embraces and transcends every circumstance in your life and mine. Who wouldn't want that kind of peace, that breadth and depth of peace? Is there anyone here who doesn't want that in their life? In each and every moment. And the path is non-attachment. This is what Lao Tzu, who wrote the Tao Te Ching, what the Buddha, what Jesus, all teach. A Course in Miracles teaches the same thing. It is detachment, not attachment to the world of form. When you strip yourself, visualize yourself right now. And I'm going to invite you to strip yourself of everything about you that changes. Every belief that you have that can change. Let it go. Every opinion that you have, let it go. Every belief, every preference, just for a moment. You don't have to do it for all time. Don't worry. Just for now, let it go. Let it all go. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. Let it all go. Everything. Strip yourself. Every political affiliation, every economic affiliation, every job description, let go. And when you do, what remains is who you truly are. God, the divine, Spirit. This is who you are. And everything else, as pretty as it might be, is windowless. Not bad. Not something to exclude. But just for a moment, stand naked in the truth of who you are. Open your eyes. There's the message. Open your eyes to the truth of who you are. Everything that you and I become attached to in this life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, all of it, is not who we are. And I'm not suggesting to you that you reject what you see as good in your life. I am not. I am simply inviting you into the mystical perspective. I'm inviting you into the truth of who you are. Because that's where your peace is. I can speak for myself. That's where my peace is. When I let go of anything to which I'm attached, then I find peace. Our teaching on spiritual healing has been progressive. Is that for me? If it's for me, I'll take it. No. Our teaching has been progressive. We started this series about 3 weeks ago, and we started it with this statement, that the beginning of all spiritual healing begins with the statement, I choose not to judge by appearance. Say this with me. I choose not to judge by appearance. That statement is simple and profound. It is simple and profound. I choose not to judge by appearance. Once we make that statement, we begin to break the bonds that we have with the appearance of the world. That statement says, I am not going to rely upon my 5 senses to judge what really is. I'm going to judge by something else. I'm going to judge not by what is seen, but by what is unseen. By what is unseen. This is completely, totally, utterly contrary to what the world says. Absolutely. I mean, the world says, if I can't see it, taste it, touch it, move it around, it ain't so. The vast majority of the world says and believes that. They'll go to war for that. They'll fight and die for that. Your 5 senses tell you that to believe in the unseen is totally, utterly, completely ridiculous. Your 5 senses tell you that. This is why we talk about being on the path of enlightenment, the path of awakening. Because for whatever reason, and I do not know why, it's beyond my pay grade, I think, not beyond my pay grade, I just don't know. I have no idea why we were, stop yelling, David, why we were born into a world where our very culture doesn't see the truth. I mean, as a whole, where most people walking around don't see the truth of our being. But it doesn't matter, really, to me, as to why. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that we can support each other in waking up and in seeing the truth. And knowing that any belief other than the power and the truth are in unseen is totally, utterly, completely ridiculous. It was written long ago, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." I got a question for you. If you kind of, sort of, occasionally happen to judge, I've slipped up, I've done it. If that's happened to you, if you've done it, if you've judged, who is it that's going to be judging you?
Myself.
Yeah, you. You are going to be judging you. God's not going to judge you. God can't judge or weigh or ponder. God is. See, God's not that changeable. God's not loosey-goosey. Not like us. God is. When we judge, we are judged. Instantly, immediately, inevitably. The moment you and I judge, we judge ourselves. We close ourselves down. To what? We close ourselves down to the divine flow. Now, this is a point in a talk where I might come up with a real life example from my experience or from someone else's. I thought, no, I want you right now, I want you to use one of your own life experiences. Find one experience, just one, where you judged somebody, something, or some situation. Just bring it to mind. Just see it and feel it. Now, my question is, can you feel the energy stop? Just stop the moment that you judged. The communicationship stopped. The dynamic flow in your relationship stopped. Life, the reason that we're here, it stops in a very real way the moment we judge. I wasn't Thanksgiving dinner. We're sitting around in our family. We love to talk about all the things you're not supposed to talk about. Religion, politics, and occasionally sex. More religion and politics at our table. And we were into politics, economics. We kind of see those as being in the same arena. We were talking about economics, and we have members of our family that are simply because they don't like what they see as the results of capitalism. They have chosen to call themselves a socialist. And in our family, it's all good. I mean, we love each other. But I could feel the conversation. It was like moving towards, socialism and communism are not necessarily, it's like, really, what? Somebody said?